2nd and 11. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The pass. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
25-yard line.
57. Mike, 57. Set the tone, defense.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. 25 yards for the touchdown. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return. This one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
9-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run. It's Gurley. And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 37. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Giants.
Now a play fake. Brady And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Mack Wilson. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so.
And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Jamal Adams, an all-pro for the first time a season ago, had a fumble return for a touchdown and a pick six last year, and he delivers another pick six right here. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
Makes this Washington 28, Giants 21.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
41's coming, 41's Mike.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. He's 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go. And that's caught inside the 35. He is out of bounds inside the 35. That's a first down and then some. A 32-yard pickup. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. And he'll give it here to his running back. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line. In pregame, get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Under crunch.
sliding out of the pocket. Going to throw deep for the end zone.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And Washington going to add on to their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Gurley. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
2nd down and 8.
Another carry now for Gurley. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
From the gun, Brady. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Brady now on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 24. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
12 yards there and a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
40-yard attempt.
And Lutz's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Deontay Harris on the return. The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Going up top. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 25. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Strip that ball. Strip that ball. Kill.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
The 33-yard line.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
54, right there, 54, Mike. Hey, let's get this. Mike, wings. I got one.
And he'll have have his man. That's Edelman. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards there and a Washington first. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth.
First down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Robinson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 8-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And now here is another interception. Picked off down near the 5. He's at the 50. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Brady's pass intercepted by the Giants. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Wait, 20.
Brady now on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
So it's Washington getting the victory here.
And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question, when you force